So this video covers about how to make an appointment either for an estimator to go out and give an estimate for the job, or for a team or an individual to go out and actually do the job, so put the scaffold up. They're exactly the same process. So we've got our customer here, which is Harry's Bar, James Smith, and we're now going to make an appointment for someone to go out and see them. And we can see that we are presented with a schedule that has everyone in the company in it. Now, this is a test account, so that it's only really one person doing any work at the minute by the looks of it. So I'm going to look for somewhere to put this job in. I can do it from either here, which is the main schedule, or I can just select an actual individual to do it. So if I select it from there, their schedule will pop up. As you can see, Blair Baxter. I make an appointment. So I'll just show you how I did that again. I choose what day I want, and I choose what time I want, so between 8 and 10, and then I click the new appointment, and it opens up into this. So here's the number of that particular job, here's the customer name, here's the type of appointment I'm going to put in. So I've got job or project, small job recurring, inspection, remedial, install. So let's just, as it happens, he does job and projects. He's an engineer. So let's put him in for Monday for the whole day. If I want to do it like that, or I can select all if I want to. So I can pick how much time he's going to be in there, just like that. I can alert the customer by clicking these as to what time he's coming, who's arriving. It can have a picture of him and a registration for the vehicle if he needs to get on site, and anything else I want to share with that particular customer. That goes through SMS, that one goes through email. Finally, I can send an SMS and an email to my engineer if it's something important, but they will get this in the WhatsApp anyway. And I can send a note, add an engineer note. Get there on time. And that will be added into his WhatsApp. I can do the same here. Now here, if I want to, I can search for someone else's diary while I'm doing it, because I might be thinking, do you know what, I'm going to pair him up with someone else, but at the instant minute there's no one else in there. So I will now submit that. And this appointment has now been made for Monday the 1st, and it's in orange because that is the colour for a job. It means it's got a job to do. And the slight green colour on the side here is because that is the colour of the engineer's schedule. So if we were to look in, is in here for the all FTM schedule all day, along with someone who's going off to see John Russell. And if I click into these appointments, I can actually see what is being done. So I can go to the order, I can view the appointment, and so on and so forth. Now the second way to make an appointment is to select it from the next screen. So I just go, look, I need an appointment, so I can click pretty much anywhere. Probably best if I click in the day and put new appointment. Now this time it's asking me what type of appointment I want to do, so a quote or an estimate, and then I'm going to select the engineer here. So I go over here and I click. Now these are set up as engineers or scaffolders who can do quotes or estimates. So if I go back there for a second and click this, this will be a different set of people who can do, if you obviously put them in that way, who can do maybe only the jobs or the projects themselves. So we set these up in the settings as to what jobs they can do, and then we have less to scroll through for our engineers on the left. So let's say I'm going to select Aaron to do this job, but I can also select some more people. So I can select Blair, I can select Callum. So I might say I want these 3 people doing this job, and again on the right hand side I might want to have a look at someone else's diary to see if, you know, maybe I want to have Brian go over to that job, but I need to see whether he's available. As it happens, he is. So I will now add Brian as well. So I've now got 4 guys that I'm going to put on this job, and I'm going to put them all for 2 days. but in actual fact I can see now that I've selected him, I can't actually put in Blair because he is actually booked out. So I'll just do it for the other guys. I'll say fine, okay, let's not have Blair in there then if he's not available, and let's just use these guys for the next 2 days on that job. So we select them for 2 days, and I've just done this in all in one go, but you could you could do it piecemeal. And again, we can send the information that we want to the customer to say, look, this guy's coming, and then we submit it. Once we've submitted it, is now made 3 appointments, 1 for each of these guys on this particular job in the main schedule. And if I look for these guys, here's Callum, I can see it in their schedule as well. So here I put Callum. I can see that in Callum's down here now, he is booked out for James Smith for this amount of time. I've also up here got all of my scaffold guys. We've actually put them into teams here, which is slightly different. But if I wanted to look at, say, Liam's, who's in, or Blair's, who is in one, I can click it from there and I can see his diary again. I can go off to the job, I can see the appointment, I can add a note if I want, or again I can edit and move it. Now, if for instance Blair comes in on that morning and says, look, you know, or rings up, I can't do it today, I'm not feeling it, I don't want to come in, I want to give this job to someone else. So to do that, I pull up the account or the schedule of someone I want to pass it to, and I just pull it across and I release it. So I drag and drop it, and now that appointment has gone from Blair to Christopher, and I probably want to go back to the order in that case here, and I want to leave some notes on there. So that in a nutshell is how to make an appointment for either a quote or for a job for someone to do it. The final one, which I will put on here in a minute, is once we've done that job, which is, there's several steps to go and they're on different videos, we might want to make an appointment in wherever that might be to actually take down this scaffold. So we have dismantle there, and I can allocate an engineer to that if I want to for another date, and that's exactly the same way as making an appointment for anything else. So that is the end of this video.